Hello, everyone. So happy Disney Renaissance Day. What is the Disney Renaissance? Well, Renaissance means rebirth. It was a time when, after the great films that Walt Disney himself worked on were done, he passed away, and then Disney was kind of putting out some crappy stuff for a while. Yes, I said crappy. And then some of the best next level animation came out. In fact, the best 2D animation I've ever seen came out around the 90s, and it produced the movies that are represented behind me, which should be fun to find out all the different bits here. 100 points if you can guess what that Australian hat is there for, or just Google search Disney Renaissance and you'll figure it out. All right, so today we're working on the last bit of classic bits and pieces, and probably the coolest melody of all time. Measure 77 starts Ode to Joy. Ode to Joy comes from Beethoven's Ninth Symphony, and it was the last work Beethoven ever wrote on. Sorry for a little bit of history lesson today, but Beethoven, one of the coolest composers, also revived people's interest in classical music and brought it to a more emotional state than anyone had ever seen before. Needless to say, Beethoven himself looks like a grumpy guy. If you ever Google a picture of him, he's just absolutely controlled in himself, completely introverted, was losing his hearing. In fact, on this symphony, his last symphony, before he would die, he was already deaf. He wrote this whole thing in his head. The singers had to turn him around to note that the audience was applauding at the full house on their feet, applauding this great work of his, because the music itself spoke of brotherhood. It spoke of coming together and being rejoiceful and seeing each other or the whole world as one. So it was really cool, really awesome for Beethoven to choose this to be his final anthem, as he was, soon to die and also losing his hearing at the same time. So pretty cool stuff from Beethoven. It inspired a lot of composers for the next 200 years, even till now. Okay, so without further ado, let's get tuned and let's play this beautiful melody. Here is A. D. G. C. E. Okay, so I'm just going to take this step by step for a couple of parts. Everyone, take a look at measure 77, 8, 9, 80. Okay, measure 80 is there, and you'll see that you have a dotted note and a slur. First, let's clap and count that. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and again, ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and now when we bow that, it's going to be short, or it's going to be slow, quick, slow. Again, ready, go. Slow, quick, slow. Okay? All right. Here's the part for first violin on 77 through 80. Just checking my bow directions here. Ready, and... slow, quick, slow. All right, shadow bow with that in the recording. Rewind it and then play that again with me. One note to make for these notes right here, everyone, especially if you have the melody at 77. Low C, low 2 if you're if you're a violinist. Then going on to measure 81. Same beginning, right? Then we go to A, G, G. I suggest doing this on the D string, so you can go 4, 3, 3. Okay, 4, 3, 3. Here is measure 81 with the bow. And then you don't have the melody. 85. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn the page. Wait a second. Here is measure 88. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 1, 2, 3. That is a high 2. C sharp sneaks in here. And then you have the melody again. low 2. Here's an intro to the finale. The S low 2. Here's 93. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so that last bit has some melody or some rhythm that it's messing around with. Here's 93. Clap and count. Ready and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. That's that rhythm right there, guys. Okay, pretty interesting. All right, cello and bass. Let's talk about your rhythm at measures 93 to the end. Here's, by the way, this whole ending I like to call the coda or the finale, however you want to call it. It is the end of the piece that wraps everything up because, you know, who knows what melody we can end on since we did so many different melodies from so many different pieces. So we're just going to kind of make up our own. That's what the arranger for this song did. Here's 93. 1, 2, ready, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and that's that rhythm for you, cello and bass. Okay. Let's do the viola. Viola, it's going to sound like you have the melody sometimes. Sometimes you jump to the harmony. In fact, it's all harmony, but it follows kind of the stepwise motion of the melody. Here it starts at 77 with your G. Down to D. Then B. Yes, and the same bowing right here. Down, slow, quick, slow. Okay? Slow, quick, slow. Don't forget it's a slur. Here is measure 81. Notice how it's a different ending right here. Much more satisfying in my opinion. Here's 85. Again. Here's the F's. Turning the page, sorry. Don't mind me. Here's 88. Now this is the part that could really get you. Going from 89 to 90, you go down to this natural F. Here's what it sounds like at 89. 1, 2, ready, and then down to the B. Yes, F sharp this time. High 2. And then you go to the B. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. Oh, D. F, da, 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 da. Oh, I'm sorry. That is supposed to be a G. Sounds much better with a G. Okay? Here's your part right at 89. Let me play it for you with the bow so you can see what that looks like. 1, 2, ready, and... Whoops, that's a B. 3, 4, 1. And so forth, okay? Notice how in measure 94, you start with an up bow. Very important that you do that up bow, right? Boop, that direction. Okay. Cellos, bass, you guys actually have the melody almost all the way through this thing. It's pretty awesome. Here's the cello part. As always, everyone, feel free to play along. I'm going to just play through most of it until 85. So here's 77 to 84. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready, set, ready, go. Now notice there, cello, how I did some tunnels, okay? When I go from the G string to the D string, I can leave fingers on. Just make sure that they're nice and tall so that they don't touch the strings and make this sound, okay? All right. So that was the first part of the melody. Hopefully you got the fingers there. It does start on the third finger. As a cellist, I know it's always a question: is it 2 or 3? Is it 2 or 3? It's always 3 on the G string for this part of the song. So here's 85. Okay, the bowing for measure 86. If you did it on an open G string, it should just sound like 4 quarter notes. But remember, it's a slur. Same thing there at 87. All right, 88. Ready, end. And then we switch the melody over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Here's 93. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1. That's that right there. Okay. All right, bass. Let's do your bit. The thing to remember here, bass, is that you always have 2 instead of 4 on the E string, okay? And then you will have a difference between C sharp and C natural. For instance, oh, you know what? I'm mistaken. You always have a C natural. So on your lower 2 strings, you always have a 2 instead of a 4. Here's what your part sounds like with the melody at measure 77. Yes, you have the melody. In fact, it sounds pretty cool, as you'll hear on the bass. Starts with first finger. B. Ready, set, ready, end. Again, tunnel. Okay, now 85. 1, 2, ready, end. Whoops. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Okay, I'm gonna do that again. 85. 1, 2, ready, end. Then 88. I have to turn the page, guys. Sorry. Just awkward. Open strings, right? Oh, second, then open. I have the melody here. Coming up on 93. That's Classic Bits and Pieces, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Wonderful compilation of different songs. Kind of reminds me of Fantasia, but it doesn't use any of the songs that Fantasia does. I hope you really enjoyed Disney Renaissance Day. In fact, I have some exclusive previews for you right after this lesson. Pay attention. This is stuff of the Disney Renaissance that they're remaking that no one else has ever seen. And it involves some of the actors that you've seen in our video today. All right, bye-bye.